Greetings. What's going on, guys? I'm Brian Daggett. Thank you for stopping by and checking out this video. If you would please, before we get started, hit subscribe. I always appreciate it. Let's get into the video. Today, I have a special treat for all of you drummer enthusiasts out there. I have recently come across some vintage stuff. I don't know if anybody's been following my page or social media, but you will notice that I picked up a 60s bowling ball blue Ludwig kit. It's amazing. I absolutely love it. Well, I was just poking around on Facebook the other day and another vintage snare drum popped up. This time it was a Rogers snare drum. Behold, a Rogers Luxor 60s student snare drum. Pretty cool. A lot of these were manufactured between the 50s and the 60s as student model snare drums. They are 3-ply Keller shells, and it's a 6-lug snare drum. A lot of these were available with Ducko paint finishes. In the late 60s, they started rolling out a lot of these snare drums with sparkle finishes, and there's even a plaid pattern finish that was available for this drum. This one, however, is a finish I've never seen before. You want to know why? Because it's not a finish. It's wallpaper. I just thought it looked so cool. Now, according to the number on the sticker inside of the drum, this was more than likely from the 60s. I don't know why the person that originally owned it decided to cover it with wallpaper, but underneath it appears to be either the blue Ducko or the black Ducko. I've seen drums like these in mint condition go for $400 to $500 tops. I decided to clean it up and put it on my drum kit and see what it sounded like. So let's cut away real quick as I pull this drum apart and clean it up. All right, so here we are. The Rogers Luxor student snare drum. Have yourself a gander. Take a look at it. There is the crumpling paper badge, I guess you'd say. This is the best. That is the new Evans pulley key. It's awesome. There are arrows that indicate whether you are loosening or tightening it. So arrows up means loosening. Pull the cord, duh. Arrows down, pull the cord. Yep, tightening, yep. I'm just curious as to see how long that will actually last. Oh, you can't pull the cord yet. Gotta loosen it first, buddy. It's a great key, though. And I'm kind of curious to see how well the pull tab will actually hold up. So here I go, taking all of the lug screws out.
Now John at the bar is a friend of mine. He gets me my drinks for free.
All right, now that I got all of the heads off, I'm just kind of cleaning up some of the dust. As you can see, this was wrapped with like a wallpaper. Gonna glue down the paper with the model number on the inside just to keep it old school looks. All right, this is the Gibraltar hardware cleaning kit. It's got alcohol wipes. You get 10 of those, as you can see. And then you get a little microfiber towel to go with it. It's nothing special, guys. It's literally just alcohol wipes with a microfiber cloth. Anyway, wiping it down with the alcohol wipes. Just cleaning it all up, getting all the dirt off. Get some fresh new washers, because the other ones were paper thin. This is Groove Juice Cleaner. That stuff's awesome. I put that on a lot of hardware. I like to soak Lug screws, especially when they get a little bit of rust or pitting on it, it cleans it up very nice. So I figured I would douse the lug screws with them and wipe them down.
And the manager gives me a smile, 'cause he knows that it's me they've been coming to see, to forget about life for a while. And the piano, it sounds like
Alright, I'm going to go with a stock Tama G1 by Evans snare batterhead. Why not? I have it laying around and I just figured I'd throw it on there.
Sing us a song, piano man. Sing us a song tonight.
So I'm going to use the original Rogers snare side just because it's old school and I don't care. It's a little stretched, to be honest with you, but again, I really don't mind, especially what I'm using this snare drum for. Now I'm gonna put the snare wires on. It actually came with that 42 strand, so I figured again, why not just use it? Again, I really don't care. This snare drum, believe it or not, sounds pretty badass.
I'm not really sure how it goes, but it's sad and it's sweet, and I knew it complete when I wore a younger man's clothes. Oh yeah, 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 dee dee da, la la dee dee da, da da. Sing us a song, piano man.
The original throw is pretty cool. It is very dinky, but it's still cool.
And you've got us feeling alright.
All right, all cleaned up.
Now John at the bar,
Rogers Luxor student snare drum, ready to be played.
and he's quick with a joke or to light up your smoke, but there's some place that he'd rather.
How about some sound samples? I'm sure everybody loves sound samples. Believe it or not, that snare drum actually sounds pretty freaking rad. You can pitch it high, you can pitch it low. I decided to pitch it on the higher end, but still, this thing has a crack and it sounds awesome. So check it out. So what do you guys think? Not too shabby for what it is. Yes, there were a few of the Luxor drum kits, but again, they were all geared towards starter drummers. This thing, however, doesn't sound too bad if you ask me. Anywho, thanks for checking out this video. You can find me on social media, bdags79, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.